Good evening, Lesher families. I'm Principal Tom Dodd, and I'd like to welcome you all to our Back to School Night. Thanks for coming. The purpose of tonight's program is to help you gain an increased understanding of what we do here at Lesher, to learn about the Lesher difference. We want to be the best school in PSD, the best school in Colorado, and the best school in the nation. And we're working really hard to create the personalized learning environment for all of our students, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, to make that happen. I'm really proud of our staff, and I'm excited that you're going to get to learn a little bit more about them tonight. So the purpose of tonight is to follow your child's schedule through the evening and learn a little bit about each subject area, each course, scope and sequence, some of the materials and units of study that they'll be walking through with your child this year. Some of the classroom expectations and things like that. It's also a chance for you to learn about each one of your teachers, who they are as people. We are a relationship-focused, character-driven school. We're all about the IB middle years program and the learner profile attributes of what we want to model for our students to become. And we're a Colorado standards-based school. We teach the district-adopted curriculum here, and we push kids for higher learning, and we push them to behave and be very inclusive in our community. The words that I use to describe Lesher all the time, my mantras, if you will, are things like access and equity and excellence. We pride ourselves on a lot of things, but more than anything, we pride ourselves on our diversity, on the kids that come to our school and how we try to personalize each one of their experience to the level that we can with the resources that we have. Basically, we have to do the best we can where we are with what we've got. And while I'm always wanting more for our kids and for our staff, I feel like we're doing pretty well with what we've got going on. And hopefully you see that tonight and you leave here tonight feeling really excited about your child's experience and where they are. Because I'm really excited about our teachers. I'm just really excited about our teachers. I just can't say it enough. So the purpose of tonight is to have you follow your child through their schedule. You're only going to get a little bit of time in each class, so it's just really a quick overview and snapshot. Feel free to call our teachers at another time, send them an email, leave them a voice message. You can find all their contact information in your folders tonight that you were handed out when you checked in. You can also go to our website to get our staff directory. Feel free to reach out if you have any questions at all. A lot of times parents wonder, well, what's an appropriate role for me? Especially if this is your first middle schooler coming out of elementary school. How much should I be involved in middle school? What should I expect? We want to know what you think. We want to know how you feel and how your children are doing here. So please don't hesitate to contact your teachers directly about classroom-specific things. Talk to our assessment coordinator and assistant principal, Angel Herrick, if you have any question about assessments and testing. Talk to Warren Morrow, our assistant principal and athletic director, if you have questions about athletics and activities. Visit with our counselors, Stacy Ariano in 8th grade, Rachel Eaton in 6th grade, Colleen Moline in 7th grade, if you have any counseling or scheduling related questions, or just ask one of our helpful ladies in the front office. We are here for you. It really does take a village to raise a child. So the partnership between our students and our staff and you is very important. Bottom line is that when your child, no matter where they came from, and we have kids at our school representing over 20 different elementary schools, our neighborhood feeder elementaries, our IB feeders, our bilingual feeders, and just about every other opportunity or every other school that they could have come through to come to Lesher. But when they get here, they become Vikings and Vi Queens, and we rock the Lesher hand sign and the blue and gold. And we become one. And wherever they move on to, in terms of whichever high school experience they go to, my hope is that the 3 years they spent at Lesher, that's the best 3 years they had in their public school experience. That they felt loved, cared about, supported, respected, they were challenged, they were pushed appropriately, they were prepared academically, and they plugged in to the athletics, activities, the arts, what have you, and felt socially connected. Our goal is to maximize the social integration of our students here and minimize social stigmatization. We want our kids developmentally in the middle years, our 11 to 14-year-olds, to really develop a sense of self and awareness for who they are so they're prepared to move on to 9th grade in our larger comprehensive high schools. It's real simple. It's about the kids. And I try to hire and grow staff here who have that similar mindset. It's about growth, and it's about working a little bit harder. That's what the Lesher difference is all about. So, if you read my welcome back letter, I talked a little bit about rowing the boat, and I'll close with that. When you're rowing a boat, you have your back to the future. You don't really know where you're going, and you can't control it entirely, but you're rowing in the present. And this is our Viking ship metaphor. You're rowing in the present, you're grabbing the oars and you're rowing. Because that's the only thing you can control is the present. But you're looking at the past, you're looking where you've been. Because that's really the only thing you can learn from. So when we think about this metaphor, I've talked to our staff about it, I've talked to some of our students about it, and I mentioned it with a little video from an old football coach from University of Minnesota, formerly at Western Michigan University. That's where I got the idea from. I loved it. I thought it was great. And so it fit our Viking ship kind of mantra. So this year we're rowing the boat. We want kids and parents and staff to put their oars in the water and pull on those oars and start rowing the boat together. Because we're all in this boat together. So thanks for coming out tonight. I'll be around if you have any questions. I appreciate you. It's going to be an awesome year. Anchor down.